What's going on YouTube? RDAP Dan here, Federal Prison Time Consulting, and it is kind of late, 10 o'clock. I'm exhausted. We've been going pretty hard the last few days dealing with a lot of the issues going on within the BOP and this whole COVID-19. And I apologize, doing this from my phone. We got guests at the house tonight staying over, so it might be a little bit windy for many of you. But I can tell you that as of tomorrow, I just want to let most of you know, if you need to send an email or a message to any of your family members, as of tomorrow, April 1st, the BOP is going on a complete lockdown with inmates. And we've been getting these emails from a lot of our clients, but there's actually a link on the BOP's website right now that really discloses all of this info. And most of these inmates weren't given much notice at all. They're going to go into a 14-day quarantine, and from our understanding, they're not going to have access to phone, email, or visitations, obviously, for the next 14 days starting tomorrow. So if you want to send an email, if you want to reach out to somebody, if you have something you need to ask them, you may not be able to talk to your loved ones for the next 2 weeks and possibly longer. Once this video uploads, I will go in and edit it on the computer in the house, and I'll put a link to the BOP's website where it really goes over all of this information. This is going to be a very trying time for many of you that are used to speaking to your loved ones on a regular basis. Maybe you have a phone call every day or every other day where the kids get on the phone and talk to the loved ones, whether it's mom or dad. This is going to definitely throw a wrench in your daily routine for how you're used to surviving through this situation that many of you are going through. So as you know, we are doing our best to try to help individuals with the possibility of compassionate release, getting them transferred to home confinement. We heard the Attorney General give a speech a couple days ago now, and as of right now, individuals can go on home confinement for more than 10% of their sentence, where prior to all of this, the most somebody could do of their sentence on home confinement was 10% of their sentence. Now that has been extended. So many of your loved ones, if you have loved ones right now, if yourself is getting ready to go into prison, or you have a loved one that's in prison and they have health issues, maybe they're elderly, you definitely want to try to do what you can do to see if they can qualify for compassionate release. You need to have somebody knowing what they're doing. We're using Tom Root. Tom Root, in our opinion, is an expert in this industry, something that we can definitely look into for you. Again, once I upload this video, or once it goes live, I will also fill out the description where you can contact me and set up a consultation, but you can always call me at 509-434-4695. You can send an email to admin@federalprisontime.com. If you want to find out if you can qualify or potentially qualify or meet any of the criteria for some sort of a compassionate release, whether it's doing your time on home confinement, getting transferred from the BOP to finish your time on home confinement. I don't see anything getting any better in the system right now in the near future. This is something that nobody planned for. Nobody saw this coming. This whole COVID-19 really caught many of us off guard. I don't think a lot of us took it very serious in the very beginning, and now it's starting to spread through the BOP pretty rapid, pretty fast. If you have a loved one that has health issues, or they're elderly, you definitely want to do what you can do to try to minimize the risk that they're taking. If there's something that myself or Tom Root can help you do, we would be more than happy to talk to you about it. And again, I apologize for the wind. I want to make sure you guys have an opportunity to send your friends and family and loved ones an email if they are in the BOP right now, whether it's core links or if you're used to getting your phone calls, because as of tomorrow, it may be a little while before you hear from them again. So don't freak out. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to give me a call. This is going to be a very testing time for all of us. This is completely uncharted territory for everybody involved here, and there's not going to be a quick fix to this. So I hope everybody's taking this real serious. Please be safe. Reach out to your loved ones, send them a message, let them know that you understand that they may be disappearing for a while. I'm sure they're freaking out. I can tell you, when I was in Coleman Federal Prison, if they came up to me and said, hey, you're not going to be able to make any phone calls or emails for the next 14 days, possibly longer, and they didn't give me any time to really, right now everybody's scrambling. Everybody in prison right now is scrambling to get to the phones and the email system. So send an email, let your family, let them know that you're thinking about them, that you understand this is out of their power, because it is going to be very stressful for them breaking the little routine that they have where they get to email and make phone calls on a regular basis. Now, it's not real clear on the BOP's website if they're not going to be able to make any phone calls at all. But I can tell you that it doesn't say yes or no, but it does say they're going to be quarantined into their cells or their special units, whether it's a dorm or a cubicle or a cell. They are going to be confined to that area for the next 14 days. So are they going to let people out in groups to make phone calls? I can tell you it's not going to be on Dan, thanks for the info. I have diabetes. So like that message that just came through, that's what we're talking about. Those of you, and look, I get it. Nobody wants to go to prison. Nobody wants to go to prison in time like this. Thank God. I'm so happy that I'm not going to prison now, because dealing with what everybody has to deal with this whole COVID-19 and being locked down and not having freedom to move around the prison system, it's truly going to be watching paint dry type of a situation. Time is going to go by extremely slow. So do what you can, reach out to your family, let them know that you're thinking about them, guys. If you have health problems or any issues at all, even if it's not health problems, we're helping a lady right now that her husband's in prison. She is she's an emergency nurse, and she's working around the clock right now. She lost her child care because her child care was her in-laws who are elderly, and it's not safe for her in-laws to be around her children now because they're at high risk for, the older you are, the more high risk you are for fatality if you are to come down with COVID-19. So now she doesn't have a babysitter. Her kids are out of school, and that is a reason as to get him on home confinement to allow her to continue to provide for their family. This is creating a giant, massive ripple effect through the entire system. And as soon as you think you have it figured out, there's so many moving parts, and this is affecting so many lives, so many different avenues. All we can do is come together as individuals and realize that we're not in this alone, and that being selfish and thinking about, well, how can I get out of prison sooner, or how can I use this to not have to go to prison or serve a shorter sentence. Granted, that is an outcome, but you have to look at the bigger picture and don't make anything up. Don't falsify, don't lie, don't go to a doctor and try to get symptoms that don't exist. If you have some pre-existing conditions and you can show that you have medical records that you do have medical health issues, absolutely reach out to us, because we can get you on a call with Tom and see what you might be able to qualify for. All right, guys, that's all. I just wanted to do a quick video, jump off of here, go get on Core Links, let everybody know that you're thinking about them. I'm RDAP Dan, Federal Prison Time Consulting, people helping people, communities method, one day at a time. I'll check in a couple days as soon as we get another update. And until then, you guys be safe, and please don't forget to wash your hands. All right, guys, talk to you later. Peace, everybody.